Hi everyone, this is the second part of lecture 2. In the part 1 we have seen what are locality factors and what is the climatic factors which affects the vegetation. And in this part we will be seeing what is topographic factors and how the topographic factors affects the vegetation. First one is what is topographic factors? It is the physical features of a land are known as topographic factors, and this include configuration of land surface, altitude, slope and aspect. So what is configuration of a land? Configuration of a land means the structure of the land, whether it is undulated in surface or it is a plain surface, right? The configuration of the land says the structure of the land. So the structure of the land affects the vegetation. How? For that we will look in this picture. It is the valley region, right? This is the base. So when the mountains are near to the valley or when the mountains are like this, the valley region is under the shade of these two mountains, right? Or the mountains act as a barrier for solar radiation to come to this valley. So, in winter seasons, the amount of light reaching the valley is less. So, in winter seasons, the temperature in the valley is much lower than the temperature in the hill regions, as the solar radiation reaching the valley is very less. In winter seasons, the temperature of the valley is very low. In case of summer season, even if the mountains act as a barrier for the solar radiation to reach there or valleys under shade, but the mountains starts to radiate heat to the valley. The mountains in summer season heats up quickly and it starts to radiate heat to the valley. And when the evening comes, the mountain ranges cooler so quickly while the temperature in the valley is high when compared to the temperature in the mountain ranges in the night or the evening time. So, valley takes more time to cool the temperature or to bring down the temperature during the summer season. The valley takes more time. So, here the valley shows a high variation in the diurnal temperature as well as the seasonal temperature. When these kind of changes in the temperature are present in a region, the vegetation growing in that area will also be differ. The amount of solar radiation reaching the mountain is different from that of the valley getting, and also the temperature of the valley is different from the mountain regions, right? So the vegetation in these two area also will be differing. Due to these kind of structures, the vegetation also differs, right? Another one is it affects the wind movement. How? Here the mountain act as a barrier for the wind. Let's say the wind is coming from this side carrying a moisture and this mountain act as a barrier. Here in this valley we will get rainfall, right? On the other side of the mountain range there is no rainfall. So here we are getting rainfall and we are having moisture in the soil and the vegetation will grow here, while in the other side of the mountain there is no rainfall and no moisture in the soil, hence the vegetation will be differ from this valley, right? So next is altitude. Altitude means what? It is the height of the or the elevation of the area. So when the altitude changes or when we go to higher altitudes, the amount of solar radiation that receives varies, the temperature varies and the rainfall also vary. How the solar radiation varies? Let's say as we go up or as the altitude increases, the solar radiation also increases, right? Because the sun is directly hitting the mountain tops, right? So when we go as the altitude increases, the solar radiation received also increases. Beyond a limit, beyond a particular limit, the solar radiation affects the plants, or the plants shows a reduction in the shoot height as the solar radiation increases, right? Let's say it's the highest point. Here the shoot height is right this only, and the root length is this one. Whereas when the altitude is lower than that, the plants go little up while the shoot penetration is less. So as the altitude increases, the solar radiation received also increases, and this result in the decrease in the shoot height, which means as the solar radiation increases, the shoot height starts to decline, whereas it favors the root growth. All right. So next is temperature. How the temperature varies with altitude. We all know that if we go for a Shimla or in Ooty, in summer season it is cooler as compared to the plains, right? So when the elevation increases or the altitude increases, the temperature starts to decline, which means the temperature shows an inverse relationship with altitude. As the altitude increases, the temperature starts to decline, right? Let's say it's like this. If it's temperature and this is solar radiation, right? As the temperature decreases, the altitude increase, or as the altitude increases, the temperature shows a decline. So next is rainfall. Till a particular point, the amount of rainfall increases. After that, the amount of rainfall decreases, right? Let's say in Himalayas, up to 1200 meter above mean sea level, there is an increase in the rainfall. After that, there is a decline in the amount of rainfall. Altitude, rainfall. To a particular point, the rainfall increases. After that, the rainfall starts to decline. So, when there is a variation in the solar radiation received, when the temperature received and the rainfall received varies, it shows a direct influence on the vegetation prevailing in that area, right? Next is slope. Slope is the steepness, right? How steep it is. This is very steep mountain, while this is not that much of steep, right? So when the steepness increases, what happens? First we will talk about the insolation. So when the steep increases, the insolation we are getting also increases, or let's say the insolation is not distributed, it's concentrated particularly in this region. So the amount of solar radiation increases is also getting increased, which means the amount of soil moisture decreases, right? And when it comes to the runoff or drainage, as the steep increases, the runoff also increases, right? We all know that the velocity of the water will be high on steeper regions than in the plains, right? So when the runoff increases, what happens? The amount of water that penetrates to the ground decreases, as well as the erosion of the surface soil also increases. So it is clearly seen that here it is a steep mountain ranges. We can see the rocks, or there is no surface soil, right? Because the runoff is very high, as well as the amount of moisture retained is also very low. Here we can see there is a soil deposition, or a stream is flowing like this, right? So when the steep increases, what happens? The runoff starts to increase, which in turn removes the surface soil, as well as it decreases the penetration of the water to the ground. All right. So when the amount of soil varies and the moisture varies, it naturally causes a variation in the vegetation present in that area. Next is aspect. Aspect means the direction towards which the slope faces. Let's say this is a mountain region. It's facing towards the north. Let's say this is east and this is west. So in northern hemisphere, this part is south and this part is north, right? When this happens, or in this part of the slope is south face of the slope or southerly slope, and this is north face of the slope, which means this slope is facing towards the north, whereas this slope is facing towards the south, right? In this picture as it is, this part is facing towards south and this part is facing towards north. So this is southerly face and this is northerly face. So how the aspect affects the vegetation? For that, let's look in this picture. So we are having the sun here and this is the southern part and this is the northern part. So when we receive the sunlight from the east part, the intensity of the solar radiation is very high, which means the solar radiation is not distributed entirely, but it is concentrated on a particular area only, right? While in the northern region, it is distributed to a much larger area. Here, it is distributed to a small area. So, the southern part receives more amount of solar radiation, whereas the northern part receives less amount of solar radiation, which in turn affects the soil moisture content as well as the light received by the both sides, which affects the vegetation of that area, right? So when we talk about a mountain range that is facing in the east-west direction, let's say like this, a mountain is facing like this. So this is the eastern face and this is the western face. So what happens here? In this case, in the early morning, the temperature of the solar radiation or the heat received from the solar radiation is low when compared to the afternoon, right? So in this case, the eastern part is slightly cooler than the western part, right? Because in the early morning, the heat received is less in the eastern part, and after the noon, it starts to move to the western part where the heat amount received is high. So in this case, in the eastern face of the slope, it receives less amount of solar radiation, and in the western part, it receives high, which means the temperature varies, right? The amount of temperature received by the eastern face as well as the western face varies, just because in the early morning state the amount of heat received is less when compared to the amount of heat received in the afternoon. So when the amount of the heat varies, when the amount of the solar radiation varies, it always affects the soil moisture content. It affects the evaporation rate, right? It affects the photoperiods, affects the morphology of the plants. Everything is affected when there is a change, which all in turn result in variation of the vegetation prevailing in a particular area. All right. So these are the topographic factors, and in next lecture we will be seeing what is edaphic and biotic factors that affects the vegetation of a area. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.